Welcome to the Loyola PSW information session. Please read the website for more information. And this is just to give you some information about what the PSW program involves. So, beginning. So first of all, the Loyola PSW program is an accredited program. We follow standards set out by both the Ministry of Training Colleges and Universities, Vocational Learning Outcomes, as well as Ministry of Education standards. Our mandate is to provide training that prepares students for a career as a healthcare professional who's part of a multidisciplinary team who provides compassionate and professional care to vulnerable individuals to positively influence individual and community growth. So what is a personal support worker? So a personal support worker, or a PSW, is a frontline healthcare worker who assists clients with ADLs, one of many abbreviations that you will learn, many abbreviations in healthcare. ADL stands for activities of daily living. So supporting them with hygiene, mobility, dietary, and elimination needs, but more importantly than that, supporting the psychosocial and emotional needs of the client. So in terms of employment opportunities, everybody's looking for PSWs, jobs in hospitals, home care, community agencies, group homes, long-term care facilities, retirement homes, respite and palliative care settings, as well as private care and day programs as well. So lots and lots of jobs for PSWs. As I said earlier, our program is accredited, so we have a third-party quality assurance process to ensure that the program meets all quality standards. Both Ministry of Training Colleges and Universities, as well as Ministry of Education. The fees are to be announced. At this point in time, there is rumor that the ministry will be funding the program again this year, but we haven't got that confirmed. You need to check back in the spring to see if that's happened or if, or what the fees are. But there's a good chance it will be extended again, which would include covering the cost of tuition, as well as paid placements. In addition to that, we do first aid and CPR as part of the program, GPAs, as well as a number of other certificates. You do get 6 senior Ontario secondary school diploma credits. If you already have your high school diploma, you'll have your diploma plus 6 extra credits. If you don't have your high school diploma, this may be an opportunity to get your high school diploma in addition to the PSW. We also do a PLAR process, which is prior learning assessment and recognition. So for those who have had previous experience, you can be exempt from some portions of the program. Most students are employed before the program is finished. Again, lots of jobs for PSWs. All of the teaching staff are registered nurses, as well as Ontario College of Teachers certified teachers with many years of experience in the healthcare field. In terms of eligibility criteria, you need to be 18 years of age or older, or have your high school diploma. You need to have medical clearance and suitability. Your doctor needs to write a note. We've got a form that you would fill out. All of your childhood immunizations need to be up to date. You do need to have 3 COVID vaccines, and you will need a flu shot in the fall. You do need to have a clear police record check, including the vulnerable sector screening, current within 6 months. And literacy level, you must be able to complete all work with at least 70%. As part of the entrance requirement, you would be required to write and pass a literacy test. This provides a baseline to help support students with success meeting the passing criteria of the program. If you were to not pass the literacy test, we would recommend that you would take one of the English courses through the day school program and then come back and do the literacy test again, so that when you come into the program, you're going to be successful. You need to, again, proficiency in English verbal and written, and if English is not your first language, you must be at ESL level 6. In terms of employability skills, this is probably the most important part. You need to have a genuine interest in working with the elderly and disabled. Excuse me. So again, if this is the kind of job you love it or you don't, and if you don't like working with elderly and disabled people, this is not a good job for you. You need to have exceptional attendance, punctuality, and professionalism are probably the more important skills that you need to have. The program is divided into 6 sessions. So 3 of the sessions are in class or theory, 3 110-hour classes, and 3 of the sessions are in placement. So 330 hours of placement altogether. So September to January, it's a hybrid format. Class times are Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 12:30. With an expected 1 to 2 hours of homework. And that being said, the hybrid format means that some of the days will be in class and some of the days will be online, and you would be given a schedule. It's a little bit different at each site. And then February to June, there's 330 hours of clinical placement. So those who choose to work full-time, 40 hours a week for their placement will be finished at the 8-month accelerated program and will be finished in April. Or if you choose to do 20 hours a week, then you will finish in June for the 10-month program, depending on your work and life schedule. You do need to get a minimum of 70% in all of the theory and 80% in all the practical labs. If you get between 50 and 69%, you will receive the Ontario Secondary School Diploma credit, but not the PSW certification. You need 70% for that. You are only allowed 2 rewrites for the full program, so it's important that you stay on top of your work. And there is a final exam after the completion of all theory, and you've had some experience within placements. 70% is required to pass and receive a letter of completion. Rewrites are always completed as soon as possible. So your responsibilities, you need to go to the website, watch this video, which you've just done, read all of the information. And if you're interested, you're going to fill out the registration form, submit that. And once you've filled out the registration form, you'll be sent a questionnaire. And if you are interested, you need to submit all the required documentation and fees by the due date, or so the documentation, or you're going to need a copy of your high school transcript, your birth certificate, clear vulnerable sector police check, doctor's note, and up-to-date immunizations, including COVID and flu, the following in the fall, and 2 professional reference letters. There is a deposit, and the deposit is $250. That covers the cost of the textbook, workbook, and a DVD package. It is reimbursed to you after successful completion of term 2 in November. There are no refunds. However, your deposit will carry forward until the following year, and we will offer you a spot in the next program if something happens, you're not able to attend this year. But the refunds are non-refundable. So really be prepared to commit to the program in full when you're paying your deposit. Thank you for your interest in the Personal Support Worker program at Loyola School of Adult and Continuing Education. This is a wonderful career to be getting into, and we hope to see you in September. Thanks. Bye-bye.